do something cool. All right, I want to talk. So we're on income, and this is a model for your business I want to roll through. The real estate business is one of the simplest businesses on earth. I'm using the sales business as an example. It'll apply to flipping. It'll apply to so every business operates off a handful of numbers. It's never more complicated than that. Val, can you see this okay if I kind of got to bend it? If I bend it like, it's about all I can do, but I'll try to, okay. Oh, and I'll move if I need. So you won't need, you only need to write down 3 numbers. This will be easy. So your business is, so we have 100% of dollars that come in. Okay? In your retail business, assuming that you're not doing the deals, or if you're doing the deals, you would be paid like an agent would be on your team. Pretend for a moment. What is the profit margin that we want to make? What is it?
It's probably 40%.
With us not doing it. I love that target. That's high.
30.
Your real number, right? I mean, if you can get higher, better. I'm just saying again, you're not doing it now. We're just pretending for a moment. 30% is profit. Okay? On that business, what should our expenses be as a percentage? What should they be?
30.
30, what's another? 40. But it is very hard to do, but it is absolutely doable. Your expenses must be 30% or less. Average person, when I look up, this will not be that case. No, absolutely not. Direct expenses, right? So you've got two, when you talk about a P&L, we've got direct and indirect. Indirect are all the things that are above the line, below the lines, and everybody think about. So indirect expenses are things that we have in our business that we're going to write off, but we would have them anyway. So a direct expense would be the rent for your office. If you weren't in business, you wouldn't have an office rent. So is your cell phone direct or indirect?
Indirect.
Why?
You're going to have one.
You're going to have a phone. I think a phone's a thing we're going to have. So it's indirect. So these are direct expenses, only 30%. Now here's the question. You take 30, you minus 100, minus 30, minus 30 gives you what number? Well, you have to pay your people. Now, the technical term is COGS, cost of goods sold.
If you've got a challenge in your business or an opportunity that would be a game-changing breakthrough, you need to come to our one-day workshop. In the one-day workshop, you'll leave with a plan to execute on your ideas. The content's based on you. I'm not going to present slides. It's no more than 15 people. It's a small group where we work on your problem. Go to bewealthypodcast.com and check out our upcoming events.
Simplest way to think about it, it's just all the money that comes out of your check before you get to do other stuff. The market center, your brokerage, or wherever, splits to your agents. If you pay your transaction person a fee, that's all this stuff. So you got 100% of your dollars. This stuff comes out. Then you got some expenses that were related to this. And then you have the dollars that you can live off of. Everybody with me? Now, here's the moment of truth. For those that have ever had agents on their team, did you ever pay them more than this, Ann? Did you ever pay them greater than 40%?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how much did you get them up to? What could they have made on your team, the agent? The craziest compensation rate? 60. Awesome. So when you paid them 60, did your expenses change? They did.
Oh, no, not the expenses. The cost.
COGS are 60, so this is 60.
Yeah.
This is still 30. So 60 plus 30 is 90. So you just got 10% profit.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, that may work for you. Doesn't work for me at all, ever. Because that 30, that 10, because mind you, what if our expenses are 40? You're making 0. Isn't that like our businesses? Yet, when I start coaching a real estate agent, they'll show me their P&L. They have this whole story that, yeah, and it's this, and then if this happens, and then there's fear, and their cousin, and then they get to 80, and they get to 90. I'm like, you're losing money on all of it. And what most agents do, and the only reason they make money, is because they do a bunch of deals in their business, and they get 100%. They work for free, which no one else would do. They work for free, and then they lose money on all this stuff, and they're making less than 30 anyway. Sound familiar to anyone?
So risk management, that's why I don't have a team. I've never hired anybody and do it all 100% and can't scale.
Well, but hold on. That's not the answer either.
Okay.
Okay? That's not the answer either.
Right. It's killing me.
But why? So the first question is, why aren't you hiring if we know this to be true? Well, like, does anyone want to argue with this math? I'd love to debate. And I'm not going to argue like it. Friendly. Don't get me wrong. I tried different things. I tried paying 50% here. I tried all of it. And you can't change math. Like the calculator, it's like 100 and then 30 and then 50. So you could say, I'm going to run off 25% expenses. That could be possible, but it's hard.